For JuV Day 2, we're going to be talking all about my favourite supervillains. Thought this would be a fun one to do, being as I did my favourite superheroes last year, and, you know, pretty cool idea. So, supervillains are a complicated thing, because a lot of the time, they end up becoming superheroes themselves in some way or other. I mean, there's folk like Rogue, who started off as a supervillain, became a superhero, and is better known as a hero now. Meanwhile, Magneto goes really flipping between the two, and that sort of thing happens a lot. So, I mean, I have to say that Magneto is one of my favourite supervillains, because he is ridiculously relatable. He is... You actually get where he's going, and he sparks debate. He is really powerful, but he's also really kind of, like, actually causes division between the heroes that are opposing him and all that sort of stuff, and it's brilliant stuff. He ends up being one of the most polarising characters, and it's brilliant. That said, I really like Apocalypse as well. Apocalypse is just fantastic as a villain. He does so much good stuff. He was really terrible in the film. I'm really annoyed about that, but he's a really good villain. He does a lot of cool stuff, and he is a threat to everybody, literally everybody, every character that opposes him, and he actually turns people from being on the other side to on his side. I mean, it's happened with, like, you know, Angel to Archangel, and Gambit became a horseman of the apocalypse, Sunfire, all of these different characters, they were on the other side, and they ended up on his side because, you know, it was a thing that happened. It was a really, like, he's so iconic, and he's a really good character. So far, all Marvel. Need to get some DC in there, because they do have some good villains, and some that I have a soft spot for. In particular, I really like Metallo, who is a lesser-known Superman villain. Not really the most well-known character, but he's pretty cool. He's basically, like, part robot? I'm not 100% certain, but one of the reasons I have a soft spot for the character is that I have, back at home, a issue where he just starts by punching Superman, and he's got a kryptonite heart, and, like, he really can do damage to Superman, and, you know, it's not just completely negated by Superman being Superman, and, great stuff. And that's the main reason I like him. He actually does have some cool stuff that happened, but it's mainly from that one issue. I also really like Sinestro, you know, the Green Lantern who became a villain. You know, he's pretty cool. He really kind of plays around with what it is to be a protector of the universe, but also to, you know, it just really interesting dynamics, and I really like him. I've got a Sinestro Corps hoodie back at home somewhere. I might have to grab it next time I'm there. Got my DC-ness out of the way, back to some Marvel ones before we move on to anyone else. Literally anyone else. You gotta love both Venom and Green Goblin as Spider-Man villains. Like, the two of them really cleverly, like, nemesis to Spider-Man. Like, they really work in making him reevaluate things and actually sort of oppose him on various levels, and works really well. The only other one that's on a par with them is Dr. Octopus. Like, none of the other Spider-Man villains are that much of a nemesis to him. Moving away from either of the big two, I'm gonna just say I really like both Titan and Robot from Invincible. Really clever characters, cleverly played around with. Titan less so than Robot, but Robot's fantastic. Robot is a fantastic villain, and he's a real foil to the main character, and just really cleverly used. Just a quick honourable mention to Tombstone and The Spot, who are both quite clever villains, and they're both Spider-Man villains, and just got a similar sort of thing to Metallo. I've got like one issue or so that has got them being pretty cool and central, and yeah, I like them. But those are my favourite supervillains. Pretty interesting list, if I do say so myself. Let me know in the comments down below who your favourite supervillains are. I would really love to know, because it's a really interesting thing to sort of think about. So let me know down there. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and that you remember to like and share it, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails down below to see other videos by me, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next JuV video. Bye.